Hello, my name is Jose Soria. I'm a Fresno-based artist, and this is my oil painting, All That I Am. This piece itself is kind of a discovery of my identity that I've kind of have developed over the course of my life, both being in the closet as a child, growing up in Fresno and Sanger and kind of the duality of that, both in a traditional Hispanic household, going to church while being in the closet. And so this one kind of covers those different stages of my identity. On the left here is the green side of the Mexican flag, and I'm kind of modeling it as I have tons of different things that I feel like are tied to Hispanic culture, very deeply rooted in roots itself and kind of the produce that's grown here in California, that was grown in my own household and backyard, kind of touching on my religious upbringing, having different things that I was brought up with in a Catholic household, having the Virgin, of course, in all her many forms, in rosaries, in pictures in the living room. This one kind of talks about my kind of dualities growing up in religion. There was the part of me that was faithful and kind of grew up in that environment while still kind of facing kind of fears of what that meant being in the closet and kind of this separation of me and my sexuality within that realm. And so it does hold kind of a lot of tradition to it, but it does hold kind of some strenuous memories. And so the idea of having like the dove with the pearls and the skull are all meant to kind of talk about that dichotomy, this idea of me being brought up in the faith and it being something that's very closely tied to Hispanic culture, being culturally Catholic, and then just kind of the underlying fears that I felt. And in the red, it's kind of this liberation and openness that I feel kind of in this stage of my life. I use fruit a lot as a way of talking about sexuality and kind of this very openness of both my heart and kind of the ideas I talk about, compared to something where nopales are a lot more guarded, more closed, defensive. I paint my fruit very open, it's fleshy, it's meant to be very kind of just open to kind of the way I am with my work. I talk about issues that are kind of dear to myself and kind of more intimate to my memories, my upbringing, but I do put it on kind of a pedestal where others can see something that would otherwise be unnoticed, something that would be a part of a dinner conversation that would be kind of ended there. So my work is kind of a way of extending these narratives and these dialogues into kind of a realm where other people can see kind of my different identities that I've kind of maneuvered through my life. My next one, I will be in a group show with the Joy Choir Project. That'll be this Thursday at 7 p.m. And then I'll be a part of a group show in LA this Friday as well. That one will be at the Earl Gallery.